Oh, Medgrat, you just appeared. How are you doing? It's been pretty cold, but now it's warm. I think it's going to be 15 Celsius. Huge change. Morning was so freezing, so freezing, painfully freezing. I'm fine, thank you. I just was watching my vacuum robot at work while I was working. Seems like it cleaned everything. It's so clean now. It's almost too clean. I love it. Especially the mopped floors. That is just making a lot of difference. These ducks are not cold. I'm sure the water is so freezing cold. It's funny how well those robot vacuums can clean better than normal. Well, you know, it will never clean better than Dyson. But visually, no dust bunnies rolling around. And if you just don't wear any socks, you can feel it on your feet. It's like so squeaky and clean. And when I wear socks are also squeaking. This means it's super clean. All I have to do is get rid of the dirty water and refill the clean water. But you know, that's the I think it could go maybe 2 or 3 times on that tank, if not more. Do you have a mop? Well, it's 2 in 1. That one vacuums and mops. I know before Roomba there were 2 models, right? You had to get one for vacuuming and one for mopping. So now they combined this function. I don't know if Roomba has one like, yeah, I think they do, but they don't have the LiDAR thing. I think there are only 2 brands, Switchbot and Roborock, that has the LiDAR. And apparently that makes a lot of difference from what I've read. And you know, if you want to go precise and avoid obstacles and things like that. The only thing is that the Japanese place where you put shoes is always a few inches lower than the rest of the house. So I skipped that area. That's impossible. I would have to build a ramp, but that ramp would take space anyway. And it takes like a second to wipe the thing with a cloth. And then there's the satisfaction of emptying the dirty water. Looks like a soup, it's that dirty. We're supposed to get high winds tonight and then sub-zero. Oh, yeah, today was extremely cold at night. And the morning was tough. But on the thermometer, my plants did not reach 0, so I still keep them outside, some of them. And I think today will be warmer, so it won't freeze tomorrow. With El Nino, I think El Nino is helping here. But once it's cold, it's so frigidly cold. Oh, I went skiing, and at night, I was so frozen. Like my hands, my feet, and it was on Mount Fuji. Brutally cold. And also for the vacuum boat, I noticed the dirty water is getting lighter and lighter. So it's doing its job. Maybe I can actually switch it to vacuuming twice a week and mopping just once. It's and I really love it in the kitchen, because kitchen is usually the dirtiest. You know, when you cook, oil goes down from the stove and some other things. Yeah, sounds really cold. I know. I know. You know, day was almost like 8 or 10 degrees Celsius, but the sun is so strong. I was at the elevation of 1,400 meters, so that's pretty high. And it was melting hot under the sun. And you don't really want to burn your face. I had to put like sunscreen on me. And I had really good time skiing. Really good time. At the beginning, you know, I was sweating. I had to open all my, you know, jackets, all the way to like unbutton to my wool underwear. And I thought I'm gonna melt. I had like sweat coming down my forehead. And then, of course, when you hit the lift, yeah, that takes care of the sweat, and maybe there's a little bit of wind. And of course, from 4 to 5 p.m., it's a maintenance time where they take these huge machines and they recreate the snow track, the slopes, cold and hot. Yeah. Well, the other way, hot first because it's like noon, and then, you know, it gets cold again. And of course, if you sit on the lift, it's coldest. But then, you know, at night, it was just so freezing. You know, your gloves are all wet by then because you skied whole day. I fell once. Oh gosh, it was so painful, so painful. It's not like you are a little kid and you just go and fall. But you know, nothing broken, nothing broken. It's so good, and Mount Fuji protected me. Mount Fuji didn't erupt. I should be happy. But sitting on that lift at night, oh, incredibly uncomfortable. But then another slope. Let's go down, you know. Fun. The place was called the Yeti, and I didn't see any Yeti around. It would be so hilarious if someone would just, if every now, like from 1 hour to 1 hour, there would be a time where someone gets dressed in Yeti and harasses everybody. It was nice. At the top, there was like a little village where you rent stuff. You can rent completely everything: skis, boots, clothing, sticks, snowboards, whatever you like. And it's so cheap to rent ski for whole day with the lift. It's just $30. It's even less than $30 now, for probably 20 something. I think clothes were also 30, and then you just use unlimited lift. Just go there. Yeah, and then I checked the prices in Canada, and like few days it was like, whoa, $700 or $800 for 3 or 4 days. It's crazy. What is this, rich people sport? Wow, I was so surprised. Here, you know, like other places also are not so expensive. It's same price pretty much. Of course, if you bring your own skis or your own clothes and you save less like 50 something bucks. You just pay for the entrance and off you go. The only stupid thing was that to get there, you had to go through a private road on Mount Fuji. I don't know how they managed this in a national park, but apparently not all the land is national park. Private road, $5, and then and then you arrived at the place, but it's like 200 meters, not even. What a ripoff! Come on. Thank goodness that escaping from that private road, going back home was free. But when you turn off the lights of your car, like it's pitch black, like you see nothing. If you lose your phone or light, you will never come out of there. It's like mountains, I think. Is the Winter Olympics coming up? I didn't look, actually, I didn't look. I looked at some previous Olympics to see how crazy the skiing can be from downhill. But except that, no. I don't know even where the Winter Olympics will be next. Exciting. And I'm surprised that, after 20 years of no skiing, I could ski. And my mind still remembers. Beautiful. 2 slopes, 2 lifts. And, I skied 9 hours straight with a little break for lunch, and when they would close the thing for revitalization of the slopes and maintenance. And if you come at night, you get 30% discount on everything. And there weren't many people, which was really good. And this is, on Mount Fuji, which is the closest skiing place to all, 30 million people here. And that was pretty cool. I imagined worse congestion, Oh, the Paris Summer Olympics is... Oh, Summer Olympics in Paris. This is like when they have those heat waves in Europe now that reach 40, 41, 42 degrees Celsius. I hope it doesn't happen during Olympics. I remember the Olympics here. The people on the bicycles were saying this is the toughest ever, I think. This place is closed. This place is closed. They're putting artificial turf in the tennis courts. Finally. Not sure who owns these. Is it city or it's something else? Whoa, looks so green and slick. Woohoo, 21st century finally. Some places look so depressing, like in the 60s or so, Or the sidewalk, who knows, maybe that was done 40 years ago. But it's still in one piece. Japan Summer Olympics doesn't seem that long, but it was long. And it was delayed by COVID, I think, remember? Now I can only see the plaques everywhere. This was the site of the Olympics, this and this. And they put a flag and description in different languages. But it was exciting to go to the street, see those cyclists, and once they pass with all the other service cars and police and buses and stuff and TV, you go home and watch it live. So awesome. On a hammock. Best Olympics ever. I'm really never excited about Olympics until this time. So, yeah. You really have to go in there and see for real. If you just watch it on TV, Like, there's no enticement for it. Anyway, oh, so green over there. Looks really cool. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Friday, happy future Friday. I'm gonna go home and see what the vacuum did. Did it eat something that is not supposed to? But I have clean floors anyway. Gonna inspect, refill it with all the waters and dump the old soup waters. So have a nice Thursday and see you in other scopes. And I think I'm gonna get a new phone data plan. So I might be transmitting with Prism app, which results in better quality. I've been experimenting with that a lot. So take care for now. Thanks for coming. Scoping down.